The next item of business on the report is Mission and Mercies Ministry, found on page 227 of the pre-conference report. The chair recognizes Reverend Alice Boutte. Chair.
Good afternoon. Alice Boutte, a white Cajun woman from South Louisiana in the swamp area. I am a female. I serve right now in South Louisiana, but I'm about to move to Horseshoe Drive United Methodist Church in Alexandria. Pretty excited, because I'll never forget how we grew up playing horseshoe where I'm from with the actual horseshoes of my uncle's horses. So I'm just telling you it fits. I'm here to give the report of Mission and Mercy, but I'm here to give that report as the Church and Society Chair. It has been one wonderful, very slightly confusing building of this plane as we fly it for the general board and for our board as we have been connecting on what is expected of our missions and ministry, church and society, people in the conference and us as the people who are the chairs to help build those connections. It's been wonderful. But it's been like we're flying the plane, and I've sometimes felt like I was falling out with a parachute because I was like, I'm not sure. And I'm very thankful when I reached out for guidance that people who had more power, or as in education we used to say, the ones who made the money, were able to give me guidance. But I'm going to give you a report and let you know that the report is located, and we have been doing many things. For those of you who aren't aware of what it means, the Mission and Mercy agencies are the agencies that come from our general board, and underneath the umbrella of Mission and Mercy, we have Global Ministries, UMCOR, and we have the Board of Church and Society. The Board of Church and Society is all about working for mercy and justice. And we have changed as a denomination in the United States that we're not focusing as much on mercy, which is the act of compassion and meeting the needs of the people around you. We have moved towards justice. We need justice. Justice is the acts of transformation and addressing the systemic changes that we need to have in our world. So one of the things I'm going to ask you is that you go into one of the rooms in the back, is I'm going to ask everyone in here to please register under www.umcjustice.org, to go in there and at the bottom of the page to go ahead and register so that you can get all of the advocacy notices that we need to respond to, and not only as clergy but as laity, so that we can contact the legislature so we can have change for the things that we have of inequality. Now, getting directly into my report, I do want to tell you that we've done quite a few things this year, things that have been very successful. The first thing was that we have been collaborating with the board, and Reverend Emily Carroll, and myself participated in a training with them to give us more direction on how we can build connections between Louisiana and the general board. The other thing that they did for all of us is they decided that we're going to have some jurisdictional events, and so they designed one, and we went in attendance to Dallas. A group of people went over there. We sat through some training in which they gave us information on how we can come back to our states and bring about work and action that can truly be justice-oriented. I was so excited. It was a wonderful time of learning. The other thing that we did was we responded to a petition that was given in 2025 annual conference, and the next speaker that's going to come up is going to share with you about what went on when we responded. That's the end of my report. If you want to read the written out one, all the names of the people who went, please refer to page 227 in your journal. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Alice Boutte, for this report. It requires no action. Oh, there's 3 more. Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
My name is Reverend Drew Sutton. I'm the pastor of St. Andrew's United Methodist Church here in Baton Rouge. I'm a white male in that age frame. I don't know how to describe it. I am grateful for Alice's work and for this conference that last year received a petition called Love Your Neighbor to stand and support our immigrant neighbors who are in our midst, to find ways to serve and to support them. And one of the things we responded in this last year since gathering was a webinar in which we, got to hear from First Grace United Methodist Church and their incredible work immersed in their community, supporting people in the midst of the immigration struggles that are facing our nation, and so that we could learn about how First Grace is responding and how they've built many partnerships in their community to respond in a healthy and healing way. We also got to hear from an executive director that provides services in the midst of people facing immigration, so that we can hear ideas that we can wonder in our own church context where our neighbors are who are facing those challenges and how we might be able to serve them. One thing we learned is that there is a court just a few blocks from here. Our immigration court is here in our neighborhood just down the street from where we gather right now. And every day they have hearings. Sometimes we learn that those hearings are shifting just because of the way the culture and environment politically is in fact impacting us. And so having people to go and watch and ensure that rights are being upheld, that fair processes are being lifted up, is so important. And there's a group here in Louisiana that trains people to go and be those court watchers. Many who were on the call learned about this. We had about 50 people respond, 30 people on the call, and continuing to look for ways that we might be able to love our neighbors in healthy and strong ways amidst the challenges facing our nation and our world. We'll have more opportunities in the future, more ways for us to be in relationship with our neighbors. Until then, I thank you for your time.
Thank you, Reverend Drew Sutton.